What is going on, you guys? It is me. I have not played this game in a very long time. We are here, by the way. Oh, snap. I forgot to completely change the comments. I'm here. I'm here. It's me. I'm moving around. Just wait. Just wait a second. You're seeing comments from a completely different stream on screen. That is not my intention. All right, there we go. It's good. So I don't know if I'm going to finish this tonight. I don't know. I do know the first thing I'm doing right now is wait, I should make the audio as good. We got audio, yeah. The first thing I'm going to do is do the civil. Wow, bro, you are really speeding. The civil. Why do I feel like I'm saying it wrong? Civil asset forfeiture. We're gonna do that, which is right over here. So this is going to be the one thing that remains in this game that's going to take the longest, which is why I'm devoting this entire stream to it. I will try. I'm going to play for 2 hours and then I'm going to Disney Dreamlight Valley 2 hours from now. And yeah, couldn't I have taken that road? Okay, no, I gotta go up here. So yeah, I'm gonna play this for 2 hours. I'm going to try to 100% it, because I'm currently at as you see, wow, I'm at 89%. I swear well, okay, I did not mean to do that. I swear I was at 92%. I swear I was. I'm pretty sure I saved it, whatever I did last. I'm actually gonna have to go look at the video after this stream is over and see where my percentage left off, because I swear I was at like 92% or something. Alright, yeah. So anyway, we're doing civil asset forfeiture. This will take the longest because it is literally just driving, collecting cars. Hence the title, I will be the car expert tonight. Yes. I was gonna make the title something like "Tonight Grand Theft Auto becomes literal," because I was gonna literally get all the vehicles and whatever. But instead I just went with "I'll become the car expert." So I have the list up to tell me where most of the cars are, so I can go get them if I can't just find them normally. So yes, this is the civil asset forfeiture, as you see. The Street Fighter. Okay, I know I specifically parked a Street Fighter in one of my locations, one of my safe houses, just because I knew I would need it eventually, so I'm gonna go grab it. It's in the garage at Phil Cassidy's place. And I literally would 100% this for tonight, but I just want to play Disney Dreamlight Valley later. So I'm you know what? Let me get this. So I'm playing for 2 hours and then I'm gonna play Disney Dreamlight Valley. If I don't, well, that's gonna leave a mark. This car is also about to destroy itself. You don't realize how much driving you have to do until you're actually driving. Alright, where's Phil's place? It's farther up here. It's the little save diskette icon up here. I don't think you get more money for delivering them less damaged. You might, but I don't think you do. I guess I'll see though when I get there. Abandoned ship. Alright, it should be in here. This should be the Street Fighter. Yes. Alright. Car number 1 is on its way to the location. There are 3 lists to this. There's a list of all cars that should be parked in locations. That is why it's good that I pretty much know this game pretty well, because I know where most of the locations are. There's one car specifically that I can never figure out where the location is, and I just have to drive. What are you doing? Drive better. Drive like me on the sidewalk. I'm the best driver in town. That's why the sidewalks have my name on them. They say Vic Vance everywhere. Vic Vance for president. Vic Vance only wears the best clothes. As you see, I got on my very, very, very outdated E7. Hello, how are you? Hope you are doing well tonight. Hope all is well with you. Actually, I could probably just keep going this way. Did I go this way? I don't think so. Actually, yes, because it's right up here to the right. And yes, car 1 done. I think when you get money, it's just a set limit. The Civil Asset Forfeiture Department are also interested in boats. I will get the boats, deliver the water-based vehicles they require to this hangar. I think that's like right next to the airport. So like the right of the airport. Alright, next on the list is the Sanchez. You can go buy one of these at any time at your safe house. Honestly, all the vehicles that's spawning around me are kind of slow, so by the time I grabbed one, I could just run right over here, which is where the safe house is. You can just buy the Sanchez here. It costs 4,000 to do it, but I mean, why not? I got $4 million. 4,000 is like a drop in the bucket. And I'm also giving them an upgraded one. This one specifically has bulletproof tires on it. So hopefully I can do all of the Civil Asset Forfeiture in 2 hours. The Oceanic. This I don't know where it is, so I gotta go to my list, which is parked in front of an awesome building east of Hotel Harrison. And this is the one that I have to drive around for, because I just don't really specifically know where. I mean, I know where it is, but I'm gonna have to drive around. I just know the general idea of where it is. If I find the Fidel supermarket, it is literally to the left of that road. And I kind of, from playing, I already found it one time in one of the previous other videos, so I kind of know what to look for. Also, if I somehow grab a vehicle that says that this vehicle belongs, I'm not specifically going in the order of the list. So if I find a vehicle that isn't in the specific order, that's fine. I'm just going to, I'm just going in the order of the list to make it easier. Okay, so the specific vehicle is like, it's like over here somewhere, I think. It's either on this road or this road. I'm not entirely sure. But, well, that was your fault, bro. You know that this is a non-crossing area. Alright, so we gotta figure out where exactly this Fidel supermarket is. Or I can take a road to the right, because I know it's right next to, like, it's down a road. Fidel supermarket. Why are so many people getting in taxis today? I think it's here. I think this is it. No. Hello, Ashton. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And lucky for you, I'm gonna try to 100% this game in 2 hours. And if not, I will do whatever remains tomorrow as one final stream of this to get it done. I got no. Maybe this is the Fidel store. Wait, this is the one I said I think it was. Oh my god, my memory is not that bad. It's a corner store. I know that much. It is 110% a corner store. because down the left of the road specifically is the hotel that is this the Fidel store? No. It's a pink building, I'm pretty sure, like that. And it will be... I should also be looking on the right side as I'm going down through here. Oh well. Like I said, I'll just keep driving on these roads. This is the one area that this is the one building I just always get confused on where it actually is. And actually, I think it's on the other road because the hotel is on that road. But what? I think I need that car as well. Alright, I think one of these buildings is the hotel specifically. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep driving up and down. Oh wait, this is the hotel. Because I think it's down through that road. So this Fidel supermarket should be like, which I could have just went down through there. Because I think that's the Fidel supermarket. Yeah, that's it right there. Which that road that I showed you, that's the road you go down. And I remember that this is Hardcore Pawn, by the way. You ask yourself, how was True TV able to get away with the name, considering GTA Vice Cities, which these games came out around the same time as well. Of course, the car's not here because the car should literally be right there. So I'm just gonna like drive away and then drive back to get it to spawn. Actually, I should probably also mark that, so that way I know exactly where it is. But yeah, the car spawns there, so we just kinda... If it doesn't spawn just by driving away, I'm just gonna go save it, and it should spawn then. I'm good playing Fallout 3 Game of the Year. Are you enjoying Fallout 3 Game of the Year? You're going to get farther than Void got in time she played it. Alright, what does it specifically say? Fidel supermarket between Ocean, it just tells me that it spawns outside of it. Psst, that's all it tells me. Well, guess what's not out here? Luckily, I got a save business right here, so I'm just gonna go save it. And, maybe if I save it, it will make it spawn. But I know for a fact that is where it spawns. Or should I have tried taking the road down the right side of the Fidel supermarket? You know what? If it's not here, I'm gonna go back to the Fidel supermarket down there and see. Maybe I'm just misremembering that it should be right there and it's actually down here on this one. No, this is probably it right here. I'm just misremembering until I realize I'm stupid and I'm misremembering. Yes, this is the Oceanic. Alright, let's take it to the civil asset forfeiture over here. Where is this bridge? I can go through, cut through one of these. So I'm gonna take the middle road right up here. I'm enjoying it, have played it in at least 10 years. That is one game that I really need to get around to playing. Like, I want to play all the Fallout games on this channel. And I'm going to play those sooner than later. Of course, I would probably play them on PC. I don't own them right now on PC though. I think the only one I own on PC is Fallout New Vegas. And I only own that because I specifically bought it to do a movie review. Well, I did the review of the Amazon show, and I only bought it for like $3, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And I also justified the purchase that I will actually one day play it on PC. Maybe I'll play it with mods. Maybe I'll try to find a mod that will turn me into Kratos. No, I don't know how good the Fallout 3 mods are. Although everyone says Fallout New Vegas is a good game. And I I enjoyed my time with Fallout 4, and people say that Fallout 4 is one of the weaker in the series if you're not talking 76, but that remains to be seen. So I guess we will see the Cuban Hermes. Well, these pretty much can be spawned anywhere over there. Of course, there are no vehicles. Hey, bro, I need to commandeer a vehicle. This is for scientific research. The Banana. The Virgo. It looks like the Virgo. You know what? I think this card is kind of hard to find. I'm tempted to go park it in the garage. I may be thinking of Vice City, so I may not even need this vehicle, but I'm gonna park it there anyway. So in the end, I could not even need it. But yeah, the Cuban Hermes is just pretty much anywhere over near the Cuban places. I think one spawns outside Big Balls. Tell me where city's got big balls. Big balls. That's the one Grand Theft Auto movie they should really make, is Vice City. It's been done dozens of times, but I just feel like it had some of the most iconic characters in it. Fallout 3 is the opposite of Fallout 4 story-wise. So you're like a baby crawling around. I don't know why I tried to get that. I think this is the Cuban Hermes right here. I literally just spent $4,000 just to throw the bike away like that. I'm gonna try not to crash them, but if I do, I'm just gonna take them to the pay and spray across the street, so it's not even that far. What do you mean when it's the opposite of Fallout 4 story-wise? Because I know in Fallout 4 story-wise, you're searching for your son. So are you like the son searching, or you're the father searching? No, you would be the son for searching for your father. Is that what you mean? Although, most people say New Vegas is... I'm pretty sure I said that. Most people say New Vegas is the best, so... I would just go in chronological order, honestly. I would literally just watch them in chronological order. Polaris V8. Where do I get a Polaris V8? I get a Polaris V8 parked north of the Climanis Suite at the roadside of the cul-de-sac Vice Point, parked in front of all prostitution. Well, that's all I need to know. It's parked in front of all prostitution. Actually, I don't have a prostitution business. Well, shiver me timbers. Alright, you know what? This building over here will be my go-to Empire business to swap, to get vehicles to park in front of them. And I will skip over this vehicle for now while the business is being built, because all my businesses are currently robbery businesses. I only deal with robbery, not prostitution. No. Prostitution has emotional. I only steal from rich people. Alright, let's do prostitution. I don't know why I'm doing a high roller. I'm literally going to convert them back to robbery. So while that's being built to get the car outside of it, let's go to the next one on the list, which is a pony. And is parked east of the Malibu Club, where the silo with the inscription Vice Beach is located. Parked east of the Malibu Club. Okay, we gotta go to the other side. Bro, they are really aggressive with the lack of cars spawning here. Why are you so aggressive with the car spawning here? I mean, lack of aggression. Yes, that is what it is. Why does Fallout love recycling their stories? You know what Fallout needs to do? Day 1 of the nuclear fallout. Everyone loves a Day 0 video game, or everyone loves a Day 0 story. That's what The Last of Us needs to do. People wants to see what happened on the day of. They want to see the events following directly after. They don't want to see 300 years later. 400 years later. They don't want to see that. Oh my god. Why are there no vehicles spawning? I will just steal a police bike then. And I will take this vehicle and... finish my goal. Where's that bridge? The bridge is up here. Although the Malibu Club is closer to this side, so taking this bridge is probably better. Everyone clear out of the way, even though no one's actually here, so continue doing exactly what you're doing. There is no one here. Loading screen in 3 seconds. 1, 2. Okay, you're already here. It's funny because I remember these loading screens being different. Like, I specifically used the screen when I turn off the 60 FPS patch. And by the way, I think I have to take off the 60 FPS patch for one more game. Like, if I can get this done in under 2 hours, then I will probably just do some story missions or something. But at the end of that 2 hours, I am going to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I will be going there. I don't know how long I will play that for. Alright, I gotta get to the Malibu Club, which is... Why do I feel like I've already passed the Malibu Club? I think the Malibu Club is right up here, right? Alright, it's to the east of the Malibu Club with the silos. So just look for the silos. There's a silo. I'm looking for a pony, which is a van. So I'm looking for a van. There's the pony. I don't know why I went this far back. Let's go get the pony and let's ride the pony. Can I jump over this? No, you're gonna have to make me go the legitimate way in. Also, can the cars hurry up and spawn, please? I was gonna say, did it despawn on me in that amount of time? Did it really despawn on me in that amount of time? This is, I know I've said it in multiple videos that I was doing currently the last grindy thing. No, this is the last grindy thing for sure. Because all that's left after this, 110%, is nothing but time trials and story missions. And there's like 6 time trials left and probably like 6 story missions left. And you know what? Maybe today, maybe, just maybe, I will do list 1, then do a story mission. Then again, no, because I do story chains and I don't do story missions. My van speed is capping out right now. And I'm going a little bit faster than a turtle. Every turtle, run away. Run away, because I'm chasing you all down. Oh well, look who decides to spawn on the road with me. You're just mocking me. There's literally 0 cars on the road, but the one car that I need, it spawns. You're just mocking me at that point. You're just mocking me. And that should be our pimp mobile right there that we gotta grab. So I would just run down through here because clearly there's not gonna be any cars that's going to spawn. And I wish I could go ahead and look what the next car will be. The Polaris V8, that's the one I can go get, so I'm gonna go grab this one. Here's your collector's fee of $400. Did you, when you were playing Skyrim, did you ever 100% Skyrim? Are you gonna 100% Fallout 3? Seems like a lot of people never 100% games. If I know a game, the only time I don't 100% games is when there's like just there's not a list of all the collectibles that are in the game. Like if you give me, if I have a list of all the collectibles and I can mark them off, then I will. But if I have to do it blindly, I am not going to blindly look around. All right, I'm looking for what car was I looking for next? The Stallion. The Stallion, where is the Stallion? The Stallion is parked on Ocean Drive, north of the Ocean View Hotel, and Ocean Beach, parked in front of all drug running business. Well, we're turning that business into a drug running business. And then I will go for the next car on the list.
Yes, you'll miss the damn wheels.
I mean, it's good to get these businesses cars done now. So that will be 2 of the 4 business cars done, because I know pretty much every car in front of the businesses. Watch, I guarantee you they're gonna make the bike disappear when I go in here and convert it to what did I say it was? It was the drug running. The drug running, yeah. All those stallions aren't even that hard to find, but I'm doing this because I have to go all the way to the second island, and this is probably faster than. I'm just gonna do small time. It's pointless to spend all the money when I'm just gonna turn it back to the other business. Alright, so let's go see. I should actually, I can probably look at the list here and see what I need. Stallion, Street Fighter, Pony, Polaris. Wait, was that the only one? Clearly the list that I'm looking at on the wiki, the GTA wiki, is out of order. I need the Boxville. I think the Boxville is parked in front of... Yeah, it's parked in front of the Vice City Prince. So the first list has been relatively easy and straightforward, with no vehicles being a headache to have to get. I got like 59% on the game before DLC. Wait, on Skyrim or Fallout? Alright, the print works is on one of these roads. Like, as many times as I've played GTA, I know these roads, but I don't know the roads. Okay, the print works is over here. And this is the vehicle I'm looking for, the Skybox boxcar Skyrim. I'm taking a break from it right now. Yeah, I mean, I would too. Play Fallout 3. Although it seems like you're a big fan of Bethesda, because 2 of the 3 games you're playing right now is made from Bethesda. 2 of the 3. Why does it say 2 of the 3? 2 games you're playing right now is Bethesda. I'm playing a game from a studio I don't even know in Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then clearly EA makes college football, and I saw where EA supposedly struck a deal to have the exclusive rights with Madden. And it's like, bro, can you guys not? Can you just let some other company have the rights as well? Competition is good. Madden is, as a franchise, is just getting stale at this point. And like I said, I don't know if I'll even buy Madden when it comes out, because by the time Christmas hits, the game goes on sale for like $10 or $13. Like literally, as soon as playoffs start in the NFL, you can get Madden for like 10 or 13, which is hilarious. Are you a stallion? Are you a stallion, bro? You are a stallion. Alright, so this car completes the first list. First list is, it's probably on the second list is when we're gonna have to start getting boats and stuff. Alright, the wintergreen, I don't know if I can get the one in front of the cop car, or in front of the police station. I'm just gonna go see if I can get the one from the police station, because that one is always guaranteed to be there, obviously. The wintergreen is the police bike. Are you really? There's no car. Oh my god, dude. Like, this game has a problem with just spawning in vehicles at certain times. Like, it seems like it's random. Like, obviously during the nighttime, it always doesn't spawn in vehicles. And the daytime, it's like 50-50. This game needed more traffic. Yeah, I've spent $12,000 just to get this bike like 3 times now. Alright, does this one count? As soon as that pops off the screen, it will say. I mean, it's the Vice City Police Department wintergreen. It should count, right? Wait, what are you? Are you a wintergreen? Are you a wintergreen? Then I don't even have to worry if it counts. Alright, this is just a normal wintergreen, so I don't even have to worry about whether it counts or not. Get on the vehicle and it spawns the exact vehicle that you have. It gives me like an uneven number. It probably does take away damage. No, like 300, it probably does take away damage. The actual motorcycles. I can literally go anywhere and get those over there. This is robbery. I don't want the money, I just want the vehicle. Hey, stop. Stop. Dude, I will pull out the heavy duty guns if I have to.
Do you know I'm an officer?
You sure about that? You look like you're importing and exporting illegal goods.
I got a new hot box. Sweet.
Alright, so let's go over to the biker bar and just look for motorcycles there. Although there is a probably set location to spawn. If you, oh, it's over there. I'm trying to, like, as much as I can stay in this island, just because it's like, that's a lot of driving to the first island. But if I absolutely have to drive over there, I will. And I think I probably would have if that wintergreen didn't spawn, because I don't think the Vice City Police Department wintergreen, that's not the motorcycle. This is the motorcycle I am looking for. The freeway. Oh my god, I barely missed that pole. Don't get off your seat. Stop getting off your seat. My camera view is very far back. Is the camera as close as it should be? No, it's not. Go back full screen. Go back full screen. Okay, we're back full screen. I think you hit. Well, okay, that changes camera view. I was hitting buttons to figure out which one changes the camera view, and I couldn't figure it out. I got it. I know, like, in a very old video, because I had like hit the button to take it out full screen multiple times. I was like, I'm going to change that button, so if I hit it, it doesn't take it out full screen. Clearly I never did, because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Alright, the Banshee is located parked in front of a mansion on the west of Ricardo Diaz's Starfish Island, parked on the northernmost road of the mount. Parked on the northernmost road of the mount. Are we gonna do this again?
Watch it, asshole.
You're the only vehicle that's nearby, and clearly the dude just despawned in the thin air. He just went poof into the sky. Oh, did I actually hit a tire? Okay. This flat tire is affecting my turning. Alright, I gotta go. Yeah, no problem, man. I will see you. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you later. Maybe. If you ever come back. Great stream. Keep it up. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. I already forgot what I said. Where is it located? Parked in front of a mansion to the west of Ricardo Diaz's Starfish Island mansion. Parked to the west. Wait, is it the vehicle that spawns in this house? I don't know if this vehicle or not. Maybe it's a vehicle. Is it the one? I don't remember if it's the one I was specifically looking for or not. But it's one less off of the list. Don't go too far. Alright, that is the Banshee. And next is the Cheetah. The Cheetah is probably more or less in the same spot where all the rich cars are. Parked at Ricardo Diaz's mansion. Okay, well this one's parked directly at Ricardo Diaz's mansion. So this one will be easy to find. Hello, I would like a taxi cab ride to...
You would die for this.
You know what's funny? One of the things I didn't notice in Grand Theft Auto 3 was when you play it on the... By the way, I think that vehicle back there is eventually one as well. When you play it on the PS2 and whatever, when Claude flips off the camera, I didn't realize he was flipping the camera off when he would stick his hand out. Like I would thought he was just like balling his fist like a New Yorker would and be like, hey, I'm walking here. Like that. But no, he was flipping them off. Like flipping them off. And I only realized he was doing that on the GTA 3 Definitive Edition because he had fully sculpted hands and you can see his fingers. That is the only way I learned that he was actually flipping them off. And in Vice City, when he does it, he does like the FU where he does it with his arms. I'm sure you saw it. That's what made me bring it up. I'm actually getting through these cars a lot faster than I thought I was going to. Like, it's good to just know these locations and have the list up instead of just like searching them. Because I know in some of the other GTAs, sometimes they just don't have set locations. And you just have to like drive around for a little bit to find them. I think Vice City isn't like that. Like, I think Vice City has it where they spawn in this marked locations for a decent amount. Okay, the Comet is the next one. Parked to the east of the main terminal in the parking lot. Escobar International Airport. Parked to the east of the main terminal in the parking lot. Alright, well, I'm going to the airport and I'm looking for a parking lot that will have a Comet in it. There's one that's down at Forbes's place, but Forbes's place is like way on the other side of the map. Like way on the other side. And I would just rather not. You know what I should do? I should go ahead and swap that to some other business. But I know I'm gonna need one of the other ones. Like is it in here? Like this is east of the main terminal. Really? I say go through. The Comet is like the convertible looking car. Yeah, this one. Well, I say convertible looking. It literally is. It also helps that I more or less kind of know what these cars look like. So if it's like in some vague parked in the parking lot like that. Wow, this road is making my car like slide. Okay, that's got to be like getting close to. There's 3 cars left. Oh my goodness. The Phoenix, the Mule. Like I said, I think the Mule spawns out here. So, like, it's the one that was here. Is this the Mule? So, if I wanted the Mule, it would be right here. No, this is the Benson? The Benson? We were going for the Phoenix, parked twice on Ocean Drive, parked in the parking lot north of the future Malibu Vice Point. Parked in the parking lot north. Alright, well I know where that is, so I'm just gonna go there. We're going to the first island, although it's technically the second. But if you play Vice City, it's the first island, so... Why is the game flashing every now and then? Wait, what do you mean it's flashing every now and then? Is it... like flashing how? I don't know if it's because I'm swapping windows. Like, I don't think that would be the reason. Which I don't know earlier if it's because it was losing... I mean, it's showing there's dropped frames as well. It was flashing like someone shined a mirror at you. I don't know if that was like the lightning in game. I'm not sure. I mean, it also shows that there's dropped frames in this, so it's going to be interesting to see it, which is only 3% dropped frames, so I don't know how it's going to look post stream. It was... I'll have to go back and look and see what you mean by that. I mean, I don't not believe you at all. Or how do I word that? I believe what you're saying, but I have it up now so I can see specifically if it's like doing anything. And right now it seems like it's doing good. But earlier I was noticing that it was like laggy a little bit. And it does have dropped frames. So the dropped frames is like my internet's just not great right now. Like, it showed 4,000 dropped frames. That's a lot of dropped frames. I need more RAM in this PC, because I only have like, I think I only have 8 gigabytes of RAM in this, and I need at least 16, because Windows 11 uses a lot of RAM. I was going to have 16 gigs in this, but the dude on eBay never sent the RAM stick, so I blame him. It seems to have stopped. Yeah, I'm curious what it actually looked like, so I have to go back and actually look at it. Which I don't know if the drop frames was just on my end. Wait, is it like what it just did? Is that what you were talking about? I don't know if that's what I saw. Yeah, like that. If that's what you're talking about, what it just did, that's lightning. The Sentinel XS. Parked at Mendez Mansion, Prawn Island. Alright. The lightning in this game, like, straight up, just like...
Get your bitch ass hands off.
It looks like real lightning. Like, if you're ever in a dark room and you just see lightning, it flashes bright. Like, the lightning, well, shit. The lightning in this, like, fully lights up the screen. That's why sometimes it will literally scare you if you're, like, in a dark room and then you hear the thunder in the background and then you just see the flash of lightning. It's like, well, yeah, horror movie, horror game just happened. But it still showed dropped frames though, so it was dropping frames. So it's going to be interesting to see after. I'm gonna have to literally go back and watch this one all the way through. I had started doing timestamps on the games, and I will eventually go back and finish the timestamps, but I just stopped doing it because I had no time between all the other games I was playing. But I was going to, I gotta start Dragon's Quarter, so I'm like, I'm going to bypass playing College Football 26 today, just to try to get this done. And so that way I can like alternate, do college football one day and then do Dragon's Quarter the next day, and then just alternate which game I'm playing there. But yeah, so anyone who is watching on demand, if the frame rates were dropping, it seems to have stabled out now because they're not dropping as much. And once you got to play, once you got to play football was fun. I mean, when I actually got to play in college, yes, but like, and it's specifically because I bought College Football 26. I didn't buy sit on the bench 26. So EA, get your game right. And it's funny because everyone else was complaining about the high school campaign. I was complaining about the high school campaign. But yeah, when you actually get to play, it's a fun game. I mean, it's a football game. I wouldn't go on out and say it's a fun game, because it's a football game. You know what you're getting with a football game. And I did see gameplay for the new Mafia today, Benchwarmer Simulator. Yes, exactly. Like, if I want to play Benchwarmer Simulator, then I'll just go, like, sit on the couch and watch football or something. Alright, the next vehicle is the Mule. The Mule is located, part to the southeast of Umberto Robino's house, Little Havana. Part southeast of Umberto Robino's house. Southeast. Umberto Robino. Is this vehicle over here back again? It is. We're gonna pretend I know where Umberto's house is. I mean, I vaguely know where it is, but I can't pinpoint it, but I just know southeast. I know how to get to it eventually. I am a bench warmer no more. I am actually playing. Alright, I think his house is on one of these roads. It's either this road or this road. And I think it's definitely on that back road. Is this his house? And it's southeast? Which way is north?
Everyone knows me around here, baby.
Doesn't it usually show it? Is this a mule? Is this a mule? Doesn't it usually show an N? Oh, it shows the N now. Alright, this is the mule. This is what I'm looking for. And this will complete list numero dos, because we are collecting, we are near Umberto Robino's house. And I remember in one video I was like, do Cubans speak Spanish? And they do. Cubans speak Spanish. And you only wonder, because it's like they're a whole island by themselves. So usually islands that are secluded, they like kind of speak their own language. And there's like a few exceptions, like Australia. Alright. So PCJ 600, I know where that is. That's like a bike. That's, you can go grab that from over there. I don't even have to look at the list to know. There are no vehicles, so I'm going to buy the bike again. And this is the last list. This is list 3 out of 3. So the collection of the cars will be done soon. By the way, since this is the last list, is this a vehicle I actually need? This isn't even a vehicle I need. Get out of my garage. That's not even what I need. Cubans have their own dialect of Spanish. I mean, it would make sense, because I guess it plays into them being an island. Like, if you may speak the same language as Spanish, but you're definitely going to speak a different dialect, like kind of like Australians speak. G'day mate, how are you doing? I can't even do it. How do Australians speak? Oi, we got crikeys down here. You see everything going on over there? Yeah, we got right go over there. If I wasn't trying, I could do it so much better, but when you actually try, it's just like, you do the generic crikeys. You start with crikeys. Crikeys, mate. I didn't expect to be this serious. Is this the PCJ 600? Is it? Are you? It's kind of like Yankee English versus Southern English. Oh, there's a lot of different northern accents. You know what? Screw it. If it starts the mission, it will start the mission. How the timer is going to run out soon. But yeah, it's funny when you think about how there can be different, like other languages, like Spanish, they have different dialects. So how you hear other people from other countries that speak English have different dialects, it's like, well, other languages have that exact same type of situation. And I guess Cubans would, that's why one day I need to learn Spanish. So I can fully understand and hear how different people speak. And I think Spanish is where I would stop my English, my language, well, I can't even speak, my language speaking abilities. Wait, was this even the vehicle that, what vehicle is this? Was this the one I need? I can't see, it's not gonna tell me. Is this the PCJ 600? Or is this like the PCJ 700? Or the PCJ 1200? Spanish is an easy language to learn, but hard to understand. So you can talk in Spanish, maybe it is. You can talk in Spanish, but good luck having a conversation. I got 500 for that. The deluxe, so where is the... I think this is in the airport somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Parked at Inter Global Studios. Okay, it's parked at the movie studios. Can we get a door on this pay and spray? Like I said, I'm going to get done with these very quickly, so I would definitely do some story missions, and if I don't finish this game today, then I would definitely devote like a quick hour and a half so or stream tomorrow, because I'll finish it then. And then, per Ashton's request, I will try Dragon's Quarter, which is the 5th game in the series. It is a turn-based game, from what I understand, with roguelite mechanics, and I just hope it is a decent game. But from everything I read on it, it seems like if you can't go into it having the intention to beat the game. You have to go into it having the intention to die over and over and over and get to like level 10-ish, and then when you're level 10-ish, then you can actually make progress. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. Well, this was a mild inconvenience, no wasn't it? Can my van even get up here? Can my truck get up here? You know, it's funny. Spanish is very easy to language to learn, but hard to understand. It's like Scottish. It's like Scottish is the one language to where when you hear them try to speak, it's like, what are you saying? What are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. And it's because their accent is just so heavy. It's like they speak English from like the 1600s in such a heavy accent that they just don't really pronounce modern words. But it's only a few select places in Scotland that does it. It's not like the entirety of the country. Which is funny that when it comes to like the English language, most people say when the easiest two languages that are, or the accents that are easiest to understand are English? Well, that's English. I mean, What? How would you describe it? Origin English? Do we want to go Origin English? And American accent. I guess I'll just say English accent. Most people know what that means. I'd say if you want to learn Spanish, watch a movie you've seen 100 times in Spanish and English subtitles. I mean, I kind of know some Spanish, and Spanish, like, you can just look at Spanish words and you could probably take 5 Spanish words and you could figure out what they are in English. Just because Spanish is kind of similar to English in the sense that they don't use some very, very, very different wording and spelling. It's just like rearranged a little bit. So that's why Spanish would be more easy to understand. I'm looking for the Infernus. Parked in the parking lot east of the Forbes apartment. Parked at Lance's house in Ocean Beach. Huh, do I want to go to Ocean Beach or Lance Forbes apartment? Alright, where exactly? In the parking lot to the east of Forbes apartment. I feel like if I have to go to Forbes apartment and Ocean Beach, then they would kind of be the same distance. You know what? I'll just go to in front of Lance's apartment just because I know where that is more specifically, so it won't take as long to find. I mean, sometimes I'll watch movies in Spanish just because it's like, it just makes them seem better. You like feel like you're, it's like, yes, I am one of the locals. But I never watch it with the intent to actually learn English or learn Spanish. Does that mean that you actually know Spanish, Ashton? Are you, which I mean, you live in Texas, so knowing Spanish in Texas probably would make a lot more sense, because you're going to encounter, being a border state, you're going to encounter a lot of people who probably speak Spanish. I can honestly count on like 2 hands the amount of people I've encountered in my life living on the East Coast who didn't speak English. Although that's like kind of a arbitrary thing, right? That I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. It's what's the word to where you only experience it yourself and you're using your experience as like the example. I feel it starts with an A. I forgot the word, but because if someone doesn't speak English, they're probably not going to speak publicly, so you could encounter a whole lot more people who don't speak English and you just don't know it because they don't speak. But I've only heard 2 people actively ever speaking Spanish where they don't speak English twice in my life. Twice. Saber. I'm looking for the Saber. Parked in Little Haiti, northwest of Mary Jo's apartment, besides the beige peach house opposite of a greenhouse with a red balloon hovering. Parked in the parking lot behind the Hormount Avenue Church in downtown Vice City. Alright, we're going to Little Haiti, northwest of Mary Jo's apartment. I don't know where Mary Jo's apartment is, but I am just going to go to Little Haiti and look. Is anyone named Mary Jo even in this game? Did I forget it that fast already? Let's go over here to Mary Jo's apartment. And Little Haiti. I understand it a little bit. I just can't speak it. FYI, y'all don't have any good Mexican food spots in Tennessee and South Carolina. Oh, I don't. We probably don't. But I literally don't eat out. So I don't know what like restaurant food tastes like. I literally don't remember the last time I've ever eaten anything that wasn't like just home cooked. I feel like it was in 2006, before 2016, because it would be like when I would be visiting and my parents would just go to like KFC or something, Church's Chicken or someplace like that. So even then, eating at like a restaurant or something is still very not there. It would just be like chicken, which chicken there tastes like chicken that you would cook at home, so it's not very unique. What vehicle was I looking for? I guess I should look. It was the Sabre. I'm looking for the Sabre. I know what this vehicle looks like. I just gotta figure out where it is. Southeast of Mary Jo's apartment. That's not a Sabre. Mary Jo, where are you? Who are you? I don't know who Mary Jo is. I don't know your apartments either. Sabre. Sabre. What was this back here? I don't think this is not the Sabre. The Sabre looks kind of like a... Wait, maybe it is. I think it is. No, this is the Esperanto. I think the Sabre looks similar to this, but it's more like squarey than it is. This is like more rectangled. Alright, I'm gonna look for a little bit longer, and there's other locations. I'll go to the other locations if need be. Have you played many turn-based games? Nah, the only turn-based games I've ever played has been Stick of Truth and The Fractured But Whole. Those are the only two turn-based games I have ever played in my life. Ever. Alright, we're going to the next location because I don't know where it is here. Beside the beige peach house, opposite of a greenhouse with a red balloon hovering. Wait, that's in the color of the house. Beside a beige peach house, opposite of a greenhouse. Alright, a beige peach house. Is this the beige peach house? What are the chances of me like looking there and then saying, oh, it's the beige peach house, and then I saw the beige and peach and I was like, that's kind of pinkish, so is this it? And bam, I was right there in front of it when I was ready to give up. It's like that meme of the person that's digging in a mine and it's like they're right on the edge of it. And then they give up. You didn't play Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh? No, I've never played a Pokemon game at all. Or a Yu-Gi-Oh game. Or a Digimon game. And I like turn-based games. I just never played them. Nothing against them, which I get, that's Dragon Quest. I know how to play them though. Stretch. Where's the stretch? Parked in front of the white hotel with the red carpet across the street from Pay and Spray and Ocean Beach. Alright, both of these are in the first area. So let me go over there. It's across from a Pay and Spray, so that kind of, I'll just mark all the Pay and Sprays and go to there. I take it that you played a lot of turn-based games yourself. I'm pretty sure this is Ocean Beach. Parked in front of the white hotel with the red carpet across the street from the Pay and Spray in Ocean Beach. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the Ocean Beach. Wait, doesn't it say? Yes, it literally says Ocean Beach. Okay. So it's parked across the Pay and Spray. Ouch. I got Pokemon on my phone. I've been playing it since like 97. What version of Pokemon? Oh, so you have an old version of Pokemon then. What version of Pokemon are you playing? I think if I wanted to play a Pokemon game, I definitely want to play like a 3D Pokemon game. That's why I need to like see what people say the best Pokemon games are and just go play that 3D. Because I actually grew up watching Pokemon. I watched Pokemon a lot. I was very old when I also stopped watching Scooby-Doo. Like 12 years old. And then when I turned 12, I was like, you know what? My Scooby-Doo phase is over. And I didn't watch any more Scooby-Doo beyond that point. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are fun, same with Fire Red. Wait, is that like the same game? Does those games do it how they still do the games today, to where they release two different versions? And then they're like, oh, if you want all the Pokemon, you're going to have to buy both versions of the game. And it's like, why do you guys encourage that type of practice? Why? That's like if Madden made a football game. It's like, well, we have the NFL, we have the NFC teams, and we have the AFC teams. But if you want to play both, you have to buy both versions to play them together. Parked around the back in the downtown fire station. Parked outside the downtown police station. Parked. Stinger. Alright, I think I know exactly where this one is on the downtown police station. So, let's go get it. If not, there's like multiple locations there. Fire Red is a remake of Gen 1. Soul Silver is a remake of Gen 2. They like remake them to be 3D, or are those 3D games? I mean, if it's from 97, was the Nintendo 64 released in 97? I don't know if the Nintendo 64 was released in, they are? Oh. Then I definitely may play them. I'll see if I can find a way to play N64 games. I assume that's what they were on. Game Boy, oh, Game Boy Color. I think there's ways I could play the Game Boy Color. I think there's ways I can play it. I think it should be parked right out here. Here. Is this the one I'm looking for? Stinger. And Fire Red was Game Boy Advanced. I'll have to look into those. Like, I feel like if I wanted to play the Pokemon games, I would like want to start with one. Like I'm gonna get to a point on the channel to where I'm not like playing 3 games at once and I'm just playing one, because I want to do so much with the other channels of like movie reviews and show reviews. And before, I would literally, I had a recording set up outside where, you know, like those buildings that you see in people's yards where they're like storage buildings or whatever. You can like get them built. They're like 12 by 24, 12 by 12. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what they're exactly called, and my dad actually worked building those. He built those, and I still don't know what they're called. Even he who built them just called them buildings. Storage buildings. So if even he didn't, like, he built them from the ground up, painted the floors green, metal windows, all that. I was actually went to his work multiple times and saw the process. I chose a different life. I forgot what I was looking for. The Maverick. Parked at Escobar International Airport inside the airport area. Activates a side mission when entered. Parked on the helipad north of the Hyman Memorial Stadium. Parked. That one activates a side mission. Parked on the helipad north. I think I'm gonna get the one on the Hyman Memorial Stadium just because that one does not activate a mission. And you said Visual Boy is what I used back in the day? Wait, what is Visual Boy? I've never heard of Visual Boy. Is that like a hacked version of the Game Boy Advanced or something? I remember my sister had a Game Boy Color, and the only game I ever remember playing on the Game Boy Color was an NSYNC game. It was literally an NSYNC game. Yes, the boy band NSYNC. NSYNC. Come to think of it, she did not have that Game Boy Color for a very long time. It's like she played one game on it and then just didn't play any more games. And then the next handheld that anyone in my family had was my brother, who had a PSP, which I think I told that story before. I think someone from school, Alex Bowman, bro, I'm like 99% sure it was you. Don't let me see you in public, bro, because I would definitely call you out on it. And why I think it was him, because when he was spending the night at my house one time, my dad had went and bought us a weight set. And he was like, oh, you guys want to use some weights? Here's a weight set. And so we did. And there was only one person who knew that that weight set was bought. It was Alex Bowman himself. And then he went home on like that Saturday, and then by Sunday night it was stolen. It's like, you're the only one that knew it was there, bro. So you being the only one that knew it was there, clearly it was like where we lived, we had like a porch, and then there was like a room leading from the porch before it led into the house, and the weight set was stored there, and it was stolen. And then pretty soon after, my brother's PSP was stolen. PSP. And it was either him or one other person who did it. Those are the only two people. And I know, pretty sure someone stole it, because I thought that it was like a demon that broke into our house. And I remember hearing sounds. I looked up, saw something in just all black staring back at me. I was asleep. I woke up to this. So I quickly put my head back down, and I was like, oh, what? I didn't see anything, bro. And then, yeah, the PSP was gone soon after. Visual Boy Advance is a Game Boy Advance emulator. Was it like, did you use it on a phone, or was it just like its own system? Because it's kind of cool that they had Game Boy Advanced emulators even back then. Like, that's crazy. I didn't think emulators actually would become a thing until like at least mid to late 2000s. If not later than that. We didn't start the fight. Yeah, Alex Bowman. If I see you, bro, you got some explaining to do. He was very sus as well. Very, very sus. Like I said, it was either him or some other person. Either way, once I never invited him to my house again. And it's like, I never told my parents that I thought it was him that did it either. I was like, nah, dude, you're gonna fuck me over like that? Nah. Dude, this is gonna be so complicated to get this helicopter down there. I'm like just gonna, you know what? I'm just going to drop it down in the street, and I'm going to push it to the marker. That's what I'm going to do. Just gonna land it here and push it the rest of the way. I should have landed it farther though.
Where are my turtles and hippos?
I have to get it over this. I need to get it over this, and I can push it. Okay, now I can push it. Maybe.
Hey, soldier.
Screw it.
Damn, you aggressive yuppies.
We're going in. We're doing this precisely. Let's just go slowly.
Hey, I'm walking.
I just got to get it over that wall.
Watch it, asshole.
Alright, now I can just push it now. Just get it up here to get it in the marker. Oh my god, I'm so close to it. It's there. It's done. It was on PC in 08. You had a PC good enough to emulate I did not get a PC good enough to emulate games until like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I had store-bought generic PCs up until like 3 or 4 years ago when I actually got a gaming PC. And now I have a 5700 XT and I think it's 12600 KF CPU. My bottleneck is my GPU, which I will be upgrading in the next year or two to like 3060 or something like that. I don't know. I think going forward, I'm going to get nothing but AMD GPUs. And for streaming, I'm using a GTX 970 and a 12300. No, 12100. I think it's 12100. But yeah, it's cool that you had a PC that was that powerful enough to do that. I forgot what I was doing. I could emulate Game Boy Advance games on school PCs. Well, then maybe I could have emulated Game Boy Advance games. I was just going for like the PS2 emulators and stuff like that. Also, I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Sparrow. You know what I just realized as well? This has two sets. It has a boat list and a car list.
Watch it, young bastard.
I forgot all about that, and I just now realized that. There's only a one watercraft list though, so it's only one list. It's not like three like the others.
My apologies.
The Sparrow is parked at the helipad inside the Escobar International Airport near the red balloon that's floating under a white canopy. Okay. Let's go get the Sparrow. So yeah, I forgot all about... I was wondering why it said that they want boats and then none of these lists involve boats. But that is fine. It's fine. I'm still under my 2-hour limit, and if I have to go over a little bit, having just done import-export, it's fine. Alright, let's find Sparrow. It should be... That's a challenge. That's a time trial right there. Is the Sparrow somewhere over here? I actually don't remember exactly where the Sparrow is in this. I'm just gonna have to drive around until I find it. Because it literally just says it's floating under a white canopy where the red balloon was. And I don't remember that at all. But the Soul Silver ROM would bug out after the Elite Four couldn't do the Kanto region. I'm gonna have to read that again. The plane noise annoyed me. I was like, wait, what is that loud noise? It's the plane. It's just the plane. The Soul Silver ROM would bug out after the Elite Four couldn't do the Kanto region. Is that like, is the Kanto region something in game? I feel like there's a different area for the Sea Sparrow. You can't just give that area. This area just seems so confusing. Especially because I don't remember where the red balloon was. Let me read the description again. Parked at the oh, well, it's on a helipad, so let me look at a helipad first. And of course, as soon as I read that it's parked on a helipad, that takes the search for it down dramatically. Alright, so this should be the last vehicle, non-water vehicle that's needed. In Silver Versus, after you beat the Elite Four, you could go into the Kanto region and have 8 more badges to get. So you couldn't 100% it then if you were playing on the emulator. I wonder if it's fixed now to where you can do that. Cause I definitely would want to like 100% the game. Alright, so the only list now is the water vehicles. There's a dinghy docked underneath the bridge that leads from Little Haiti to Link Leaf's golf course. How long have I been streaming for? 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I got 30 minutes to do this list. Although not literally, because like I said, I'm not on a time limit. I can go over if need be. Docked underneath the bridge that leads from Little Haiti to Link Leaf's golf course. Well, Little Haiti is right there. The bridge that leads from Little Haiti to Link Leaf's golf course. I mean, it's gotta be this bridge, right? Because this is the only bridge that's even close to it. And it's good that I have unlimited swimming, so that way if I... Well, hopefully it is here, because shit, I just fell in the water. I mean, it says it's parked under this bridge, though, so it's gotta be somewhere here. And this is the bridge that leads from Little Haiti to Link Leaf's golf course. I forgot to bring YouTube back up. My fave Gen 1 Pokemon game was Yellow. I really need to go through and watch all the Pokemon seasons. Like, I probably only... I never really just sat down and watched Pokemon fully. I would only watch Pokemon when I would get home from school, and I would watch it for like an hour. Like, I just need to go through and watch it fully now. I don't know, it's Gen 1 like the specific, like Gen 1 representative of like the OG Pokemon? I should not have gotten in the water. This is taking so long. And there's no guarantees that they will even be down here. It was a mistake on my part to fall off. Like, I feel like I should be on that side of it too. Wait, is this what I'm looking for? This is what I'm looking for, the dinghy. I got my dinghy. I got it. The first 3 or 4 seasons are in the Discord. Then I would definitely go check them out. This camera view is bad. I remember that I did watch the Pokemon movie, but I never watched it because I only watched Pokemon for like I watched it when I was younger, but I didn't watch it religiously, and then I stopped watching it when I was like 14. So by the time that like I was starting to play other games, which I went past the N64, I didn't really have Nintendo consoles. Like I remember my sister gave my mom the Wii U, the Wii, I think, and then she ended up taking it back to sell it for whatever reason. And yeah, I never had a Switch. I never had a Wii U. I had every console up to the Wii, but like I said, she took it back. I never played it, so I don't know how good the Wii was. I still watch Pokemon. I mean, I would still watch Pokemon. I just don't watch Pokemon because I just really don't watch anything anymore unless I'm like watching it to review it or something like that. Oh my god. I'm gonna get my... Oh my god, there went my head. Although Void did tell me... She told me to... Since I'm playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, she told me to watch the princess movies. And I watched Snow White and Sleeping Beauty. And it was 50-50. I was like 50% didn't want to necessarily stream today. It's not that I didn't want to stream. I was just going to watch more Disney movies. I had a Wii. It was a cool concept. Especially since they called it the Wiimote. Hey guys, do you got a Wiimote? Oh my god, this boat is so slow. These are gonna take so long to do just because the boat is so slow. But yeah, I think if I complete this, the next stream that I do these should be the last stream, because all that will be left is a few time trials and then story missions. And that should be Vice City stories completed. What is my percentage at right now? My percentage is 90.8%. So I have to see if the percentage gets to 100. I love the Japanese commercial for the Wii. I have never actually seen the Japanese commercial for the Wii. I have never seen it at all. But knowing how Japanese commercials go, like I can only imagine how it actually is. I just realized on YouTube the suit it looks like I'm wearing looks like it's green. Why does YouTube make it look green? I don't know if it's because the sun is the way it is there, but it's literally blue. It's like a turquoise blue. Here's your boat fee. Okay, so this is a jet ski is next. Docked to the west of the Prawn Island. Docked to the west of the Interglobe Studios films, Prawn Island. Yes, the jet ski is the one where I have to knock it away so it doesn't start the mission. That's going to be fun to get. I should go here and get the Sea Sparrow every time to get there faster. Matter of fact, I should go this way just because finding the boat I'm looking for with a helicopter would be so much easier. You should send me the link to the Japanese Wii commercial. Like, I really want to get the older consoles because I will use emulators for most of them, but I do want to eventually also have the OG playthroughs on my channel. Like, emulators are cool, But like this probably doesn't capture Vice City Stories how it would be played on the PS2. This just feels like a very, very, very bad remastered modern version. But I'm saying that as like because of the graphics, but it's still great. This is like the most elite way to play this game. So that's what I mean by that. This is what a kid was playing Wii facing the TV, and the parents walk in and all they see is the kid looking like he's whacking into the parents' faint. Okay, no, that would be hilarious. That's like the people would do pranks in public doing that to where they're like using a shake weight or something. They're like shaking a bottle. And then they'll do that. No, that's hilarious. That doesn't get old. That never gets old. I said that there's not that many on this list, but it's going to definitely feel like there's a lot on this list. If it's going to take like 5 minutes just to get one. Alright, here's the jet ski. Is that not one that lands on the water? I swear that's one that lands on the water. This thing is not moving. It's not going to move. Can you move? Am I gonna have to get on you and then... Cancel it, then will you move now? I think it's kind of moving. Okay, yeah, I think it's moving now. Can you not do this? We're trying to get through these quickly. You are like doing the opposite of quickly right now. This is slowly. Slow and steady. I'm also going to make sure I get it far out so that way the mission doesn't trigger. Should just like knock it down this way. Maybe going in it from the back will be easier. I mean, kind of, but kind of the same. I feel like this is still too close to the dock. Problem is that these trigger missions. About to risk it. About to risk it. Maybe if I just tap it when I'm moving it. Alright, I feel like this is far enough away. Thank God it was. I'm just speeding across the water. This first person makes it look like I'm like super tall. That's my head. My head's about to get just straight smashed into this. So yeah, I'm gonna look over the list before I turn this off, and if there's anything at all that I need to do, I'm going to do it. So that way the next time I play this will be the conclusion. Alright, let me go back to the normal view now. Just how fast it slows down. It's crazy. I get $500 for that. As you see, this is the one and only list here. Docked at a pier at Ocean Beach Marina. Like, what I don't like is you can't just, like, give me a boat here or something. Like, it's cool that you can go over here and get the plane, but still. This is a lot of running. Where did I go? I'm gonna check and see if the frames drops. Like, no, it's only 1%. I can't find it. Grrr. I mean, I can look for it after too. Sometimes I go to yandex.com. If you ever want to find links for, like if you're looking to pirate something, you just use yandex.com. Because where Google removes copyright links from their search engine, Yandex, being Russian, is like, we do not give a shit about your copyright. Your copyright can go fuck itself. And it's like, Google's like, well, my god, that was very rude. It was very rude to ask us to remove the links. Okay, this is the docs right below me here. Do not ask us again to remove the links. What do you mean? You mean to tell me that this is not what we're doing? Nico Bellic here. My brother, no, it's my cousin. There goes the helichopper. Get to the car. No, get to the helicopter. It must be on the other dock. I have to go to the other side. This door better be open. I better be able to go through here. Yes. You do not mess with a Russian. You know who you don't mess with the Russians for. They fight with the bears. They fight all the bears. I think this is the boat I'm looking for. It's one of these. Well, this is one I'm looking for. Is it the one I'm looking for? Let me check. I'm looking for the Marcus. You know what? I'm getting them in order though. Let's get the Marcus. Are you the Marcus? This is the one I'm looking for specifically. I mean, I could like drive both of those boats. You know what? Maybe I can like push that boat with this boat and get two boats at once. Let's see if I can do that. Two boats with one boat. Two boats with one stone. Controlling it is going to be an issue though. I can't turn it. I can't turn it. I feel like by the time I do this, I could have just got them individually. You know what? I'm getting this one first though because this one is very slow. Should try to push this one. Like, you see how slow this one is? This is so slow. The other one is a fast boat, so it's not that big of a deal. FYI and IRL boats don't have reverse. Can you not go in reverse in boats? I mean, I always thought you could just like, if your motor has reverse, you could just like spin the rotors in the opposite way, and instead of going forward, that they like go left, and it would. How am I trying to word this? Like when they go left to right, they propel it forward, but if they go right to left, they would like push water back, whereas one pushes water forward. I'm trying to think of how that would work. And it seems like the water goes in the same way. Or you can just get paddles and just paddle your boat backwards. I've rode kayaks before. I actually went on the Edisto River in South Carolina. I used a canoe and a kayak to go like 80 miles on that river. It was like a 3-day trip. And I spent 3 days on the Edisto River, camping on the Edisto River. 3 whole days. I went 80 miles canoeing. And yes, don't anyone ever question it because I do have proof of it. I was at a camp and we did that. Docked at the VIP terminal pier of the Escobar International Airport. That's why you have a trolling motor. That sounds like a motor that will troll or is it trawling? I never rode in a boat. I've only ever rode a canoe or a kayak.
You pushing me, bitch?
But an actual motorized boat, I have never in my life rode in one. I've seen them because my neighbor back in the day had one. But I personally never rode in one. Boat an acronym? Wait, boat an acronym? What is boat an acronym? So I'm going to the VIP area. I think this is the VIP area here. So I think the boat I'm looking for is here in the VIP area at the airport. I mean, there is a boat down here. Is it the boat I'm looking for? I don't know. Hopefully, but it looks like I can jump back up there if need be. Alright, yeah, they need this one. Bust out another 1,000. Bust out another 1,000? I mean, boats are expensive. Or are we talking about bust out another 1,000 as in nut busters? I literally seen turtles go faster than these boats. Why must you go so slow? Boats. Boat in acronym, bust out another 1,000 boats. Is that a poem? Are you writing me a poem right now? Because it is a boat poem. Escobar International, we are here. I just realized my video is also like very far behind. It just doesn't have enough RAM. No poem full. That was half sarcasm. I was being sarcastic there a little bit. Cause it's like a 3-syllable boat in acronym. Bust out another 1,000 boats. Does that really what boats stand for as an acronym? Bust out another 1,000? I didn't know that boats was an actual acronym. I just thought it was boats. Or boats. Yes. Well, today I learned that the word boat is actually an acronym for other things. Or boat is an acronym for boat. I had no idea. Now I do. I do know that ATV is an acronym. And car is an acronym for can't always race. So car. Also, it is getting kinda cold in here. I need to turn the air down. It is getting very, very cold in here. I specifically turned the air like kinda low, and it still gets cold. Good thing I don't live in like 100-degree weather where even at night it's still like 80. Like it's probably like mid 70 right now here. Actually, I'm kind of curious what the temp actually is. I'm going to look. Yes, it is 75 degrees here right now. It is 75 degrees, and that kind of seems like on the higher end as well. Reefer. I'm getting the reefer next. Everyone loves the reefer. Everyone loves driving the reefer. Let me find. The reefer is located docked behind the compound safe house, Little Haiti. Well, that is easy to find. It is simply behind the safe house. It's 78 right now for you. I'm surprised that it's only 3 degrees cooler here than it is where you are. Of course, for how cold does it get during actual summer months for you? Because when it gets summer here, it's pretty much still going to be like in mid 70s. Like I think today was the 95 and this is the highest it's been in like a very long time, temperature wise. Last few days it was like 89-ish. I'm going to the safe house over here. Supposedly it's docked back here. Don't smash the trees. Don't smash the trees. You get kinda low. It's like 105 during the day. Like, is it 105 during the day where you are now? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm reading the comments and I'm not looking at the TV. The TV? This is a monitor. No one calls it a TV anymore. Yeah. When it gets 105 here, that is like when it becomes abnormal hot. Like the hottest I ever remember it being here is like 101. And even then, that's like an outlier where it happens like once a year. Oh no, I'm gonna land on the ground. I was hoping I would land on the water. Alright, I got the reefer. Or they just love giving you slow boats. Look how slow this thing goes. Don't ask me how I'm shooting out the boat though. Okay, it has holes. I guess this boat was specifically designed to have drive-bys. Or are they water-bys? Float-bys? Float-bys, yes. I will get there next year. I'll see you guys then. I will see you guys next year. There's no way to cut across there either. I literally have to go all the way around. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. Police boat is how? Wait, police boat is how what? Police boat is how people do... Well, the police boats in here, they just have like machine guns attached to the outside of them. Machine gun boats. It's like, yeah, we're dealing with trafficking of all kind. Like, I could literally walk faster than this. When Jesus himself decided to walk on water, he sped past this boat. And that's the end of the joke. I couldn't think of anything more. We will get there. Commentary is good. Too bad it can't be like San Andreas to where you can like attach things to the crane. Then you could just grab the boat and get it that way. Which, was that for the mission or was that just specifically for that one mission? I need to replay the newer GTAs. Next on the list, if I'm going in chronological order, is Vice City. Luckily, that one I feel like I can do in like, if I do 5-hour streams, I can easily do that one in like 4 streams. Because you can do that one in like 20 hours. Same with GTA 3, which after Vice City is San Andreas. And then that's when you start getting into the quote-unquote modern games. Chronological wise, because that's like GTA 3 in the 2000s. Liberty City Stories. And even then, wow, that's like 20, that's 1/4 of a century ago from the 2000s. We are 1/4 into the 2000, 1/4 of the way through to the year 3000. Put that in perspective. I will still probably be alive, at least statistically speaking, halfway through the year 3000. And I would probably still have like 20 years left, if we're going by age average. Yes, 50, 60, 70, yeah, somewhere's in there. That's the boat I just got. Well, we're at least halfway to where we were, since that's the boat I just got before this one. So, did you guys see where the report came out on like June 14th to where the whistleblower or whatever said where US militaries like made physical contact with a UFO? Or as they want to say, unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP. So in other words, those, if it's still the unidentified aerial phenomenon making contact with a US military jet, aliens are real. believe it. Aliens are real. And it just came out today, and it happened in 2023. Like, it almost leads you to believe that the government knows that they exist more, because if a military plane from another country or whatever made contact with an actual military plane, chances are that they would have permission to engage with that target. But instead they didn't, and they know that it's like, well, we barely want local conflicts between our own continents. Never mind that there's a galactic war that we have to face. Because there's something along the lines of the technology that they have bends space and time itself. And I mean, if you're traveling to countries just because, like, well, it's Friday, Charlotte, let's go travel to Earth. Clearly your technology is very, very, very far advanced, and I think I buy into the theory a little bit. I forgot what exactly the theory is called, but it's like societies get to a certain point to where they become so advanced that the AI technology becomes so advanced that it takes over, but then AI technology needs human maintenance to maintain itself in a certain way. Because if you're an AI but you're sentient but you don't have arms and you need maintenance, you can only maintenance yourself so much, and then you would just die. You know, it's like being paralyzed but you have a caregiver and then you kill your caregiver. Like, you're alive because of someone else, you survive because of someone else, and that's what happens. Like, the advancements just become so advanced that, and it's just not even AI, you know, it's just weaponry becomes so advanced that the self-destruction just happens, and then you're just left with remnants. Like, it becomes so advanced. That's why no alien nations make contact, because they just, and the aliens you encounter are like just very few and far between, and it's just other people who may have escaped and they're just looking for refuge somewhere. That's why they don't make contact, because they're trying to avoid contact, because they know that their own society collapsed. That is the theory I buy into, to where their technology becomes so advanced that they just wipe each other out. And if you think about how humans are, and just nuclear weapons and things along those lines, it kind of makes sense. As a society, we will become so advanced that we're just going to self-destruct at some point. Violator. I know the boat back there. I think there's one like back there, the Violator. The Violator is docked to the northeast of the golf course, southwest of the Pan Spray. So, yes, that is my TED Talk. And I mean, you know that aliens, it's just crazy to think about, though, like how long the universe has existed, and supposedly we're like very, very early into the life of it. Or it's like 7 billion years, right? Or is that Earth? Has Earth been here for 7 billion years? I think the universe has been here for like 13 billion. And so, technically speaking, we're like halfway if we're going from like a 26 billion year starting point. I mean, if you believe, it's just, I don't know. I need to do my research before I actually start talking about it, but alien worlds die out because they self-destruct. Also, I shouldn't be playing Grand Theft Auto while talking about this because I'm trying to focus on two things at once. Like, I remember it said something at the Leaf Links golf course, which is southwest of the Leaf, like, so maybe here? I'm gonna say here. In 80 years, it will be the 2100s. You know what? You're completely right. My mind is like just completely off tonight. Here I am thinking it's the year 2900, and in 100 years we will reach 3000. Or maybe I'm just trying to play away from the facade that I am going to live to be 1100 years old. We've been in contact for decades. We are the first people in the universe, or we're the last people in the universe. I mean, I would... I mean, if we're the first people in the universe, then I don't think we would be the first people. Because our technology compared to... If aliens actually exist and they can come to Earth, their technology would obviously far exceed ours. Like I said, from what I read, the person who said it is that they said that this is a jet ski. This is not what I'm looking for. But I will use this jet ski to drive around to find the Violator. Like they said that their technology just bends space and time itself. And there's so much, like, who knows, they could, the one theory is that they can exploit black holes and just get through black holes fast, and that's how they can travel interstellarly. And I mean, it kind of makes sense that you can get places super fast because you've mastered black holes. I mean, if you think of bending time and space itself, then that kind of sounds like teleportation. But all of it still... Do I think we've made official contact with aliens? I don't think so. I think if the government itself still calls them unidentified aerial phenomenon, then I believe that everything is still just unidentified. It's like two animals just afraid of each other, so neither one really makes contact. They just kind of stare at each other off in the distance, and that's kind of where I feel like we are now. Because if the government actually had made contact, then they would have called it something besides just aerial phenomenon. We are the first people in the universe, or we're the last people. As for being the last people, I mean, who knows? Maybe there's an alien race out there who just watches over all of the worlds, and when a nation becomes too advanced, that's when they initiate their takeover, because they're afraid that one day someone could take them over. And if you know that your technology is highly advanced and no one could ever match it, and you think they're getting close to matching it, you're going to absolutely destroy them. You're not going to let them exist. It's like the nip it in the bud mentality. Like, you're not going to let someone get strong enough to compete with you. And that could be what it is. That's why they're now making, like, contact with the jet, the military jet that it was. And they're like, we're in the phase of, let's test what their defenses are, let's test what their technologies are. And yeah, that's what they do. But I mean, I believe that if we exist on this rock, then even from the perspective of God himself, like, who's to say that if God himself exists, he made us, but there's also like 7 other planets of us. Like, we're not so unique to where we should think of ourselves as being the only planet out there. Yes. Yes. That is it. Also, the one boat I hope it's not that one, but I should go get the one that I know where it is in the docks. The Tropic. Tropic. Why do I feel like the Tropic? But I'm getting the Squallow. The Squallow is the one that I was going for over there. The one that I was going to get. Empire earnings. I've had a lot of conspiracy discussion tonight. The whole point is that alien spacecraft, unidentified spacecraft, are now making contact with American jets. And yeah, no country would do that to risk war. Especially since every encounter with jets have always been that those aircrafts just move in such unique ways that they don't do it. Like, it's no coincidence though that you just look at how American military planes deviated from how they were once made to going to what we have today, and they look more like aliens. Like, literally, look at a picture of a B-2 bomber and just compare it to what your generic alien ship looks like. Alien spacecraft looks like. And it's like, yeah, you know what? That looks like it would actually be. Aliens. Alright, I gotta find this boat. Where is this boat? I think it's this one. And then there will be one more boat after this. And then that will be done with all of the import-export missions. Look up Commander Davin Fravor, who saw the Tic Tac. Is the Tic Tac the one where the 3 ships were in like a triangular formation? I'll have to look it up. Like, I like conspiracy stuff. Not a lot of the conspiracy stuff I believe, but I'm someone who has the mentality to, how's the saying go? Trust nothing, or don't believe anything and trust nothing, or something like that. But being open to the idea doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, because if you deny it, that's all the government wants you to do. Like, let's go to something serious. It's like the Epstein list is going on now. There's one of 2 possible scenarios with that. Donald Trump is on that list and he doesn't want it out. Or Donald Trump's pals are on that list and he doesn't want them out. That is literally the only 2 options. There are no other options there. Those are the only 2. Because if you were associated with Jeffrey Epstein for years and years and years, you know what you would do? You would release that list to show everyone that your name is not on that list. And the next one is docked at the northern pier of Starfish Island. Docked at the northern pier of Starfish Island. Well, here, I guess? I have to see what direction north is. Let's see, I'm gonna look that up now, though. Dave and Traver, who saw the Tic Tac. I just looked at the Google images. I don't offhand remember seeing anything like that, so I'll have to look it up later. Which there's also the theory that aliens just haven't made contact with humans yet because it's like they view their technology as inferior, and when they feel like a world's technology starts getting advanced, that's when they will like invite them into intergalactic affairs. But the technology just isn't there yet, but it's getting there, so that's why they're starting to make more contact. But it doesn't make sense that they would do that with military vehicles. If you were trying to avoid that, you wouldn't make that kind of contact. That would create international wars, not be a peacekeeper of one. But alas, we have arrived in here at the final boat. This will be the final one on the list. And then depending on if I'm over the 2-hour threshold, I will go look because I am going turtle speed, so I don't really have to worry about this right now. I'm at 2 hours and 22 minutes. So yeah, I won't be doing any missions. Am I even going to be able to clear this? Barely. Barely. So after I do these, I'm going to be going to Disney Dreamlight Valley. The three most recent UFO videos that were really prominent in the news were the Tic Tac, Go Fast, and the Gimbar. Oh my god, I'm about to run into a boat. I was reading the comment, then I ran into the boat. I think I remember seeing the Tic Tac because I think it looked like a Tic Tac, and then it was like moving in such a very, very rapid descent up, down, left, right that is like, am I gonna clear this? That is just no man-made one had ever did it. And like it begs the question that every single one of these looks like a very, very different shape. Like you have the one where it's the triangle ones where they were in like a triangle of triangles. You have the Tic Tac one that's like zips, zaps, left, right. You have some of the ones that go into the water and descent, and like some people suspect that aliens have bases in the water right now. I don't necessarily know if I believe that because, you know, with as many ships as there are out in the ocean, they use sonar and stuff, fishing boats, just cargo boats, military boats, submarines for like countries. I feel like they would ping something. But at the same time, a lot of the encounters the military jets in Kerwith are in the water. So kind of plays into the theory that if they are here, their bases would be in the water. But like I said, I just think it is rogue people, because if they were going for a peacekeeper mission, then you would not be making contact with actual, like, hitting their spacecraft like they did with the US military jet. You would not be hitting an intergalactic spacecraft from another country if you were a peacekeeper of the intergalactic world. And the fact that it happened in 2023 and it's just now coming out in 2025 tells you that the government knows that it was an event that they wanted to keep under wraps, because it pretty much proves aliens are real, or you're a coward for another country attacking your fighter jet and you doing nothing about it. Those are like the only two options. And the fact that the Congress and all this is ramping up with the UAP stuff, this kind of plays into it. Alright, the Civil Asset Forfeiture has arranged to pay your respray bills from now on. I get free paint sprays, ovens, and seas underwater. We only explored 9% of all of the water, oceans, and seas underwater. The Tic Tac happened in 2000. You know, unlike like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, alien sightings, spacecraft sightings, the older they are, the more it kind of like warrants to be believable, because it would have been harder to produce back then. Whereas practical effects like a Bigfoot costume or something like that, it's kind of easy. But it's much harder to produce the CGI stuff that you see. Alright, so that is where I'm going to play this. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to go to Disney Dreamlight Valley right after this. And I mean right after, like I don't have to get water or do anything else. I literally drank like 2 water bottles before I started streaming. So I'm good. I don't have to use the bathroom or anything. And I'm gonna swap out of this suit here. I'm gonna get into some you know what? We're gonna go business attire. Because the next time I play the game, I'm gonna try to 100% it. I'm gonna crash Night Bro. Yes. Good night, Ashton. See you later. Have a good night. And I'm going to do a double save here. No, not this. I'm going to do a double save here. Wow, the last time I played this was a week ago. And I'm going to go quickly look, and I'm just gonna mark off all of the clothes that I got, because I pretty much got all the clothes. It's pretty much just missions. So I'm missing Lancia Air Race, Hyman Memorial, ODT, Skywolf, Siege 32 vehicles a day. I did that. I did the stunt jumps. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 time trials left, which can probably be done in an hour. And then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe like 15 story missions left. So the next time it will be on to missions, and then I'll mix in some side content in with that. So I will see you guys next time for this, and have a good night. And next time will be the finale, no matter how long it takes.